Hi, everybody. So, we're going to talk about the questions today, and I want to ask you a question first. So, my question is there's this members thing going on with YouTube. If I do a membership, which would be probably a live video every other week, would you be interested in that to be able to be in that membership and ask questions? And I would hopefully get to them all. I have no idea if I could, but I would try. So let me know if you're interested in that. Otherwise, I'm going to let the membership stuff slide for a little while because I have a lot of programs that I'm doing, a lot of things that I'm gearing up for. And it seems like a lot of my humanitarian project ideas are starting out online first. So I have programs that help you talk to your own soul, that help you strip away and heal shadows, strip away traumas, go through that kind of stuff. So I have all of this stuff that I'm doing. I have things that I'm doing with other people where we're doing healings. So with Lisa, I'm doing the quantum healing once a month. We're going to be doing that. 2 meetings a month. I'm doing with Z, I'm doing uncovering your gifts. So basically starting to find your gifts that way. And that's really fun. So, and I'm doing stuff with Brad, which is mastering ascension, which part of that has to do with like encouraging people with their projects, but also it has to do with ascension itself. And I'm getting ready to do one more. So, if you're really interested in me answering live questions, it's going to be probably every other week and it will be a membership. So let me know if you're interested in that. And then if I get enough feedback, I will do it. So we're going to get into the questions now that I have. Okay, so this first one is from Marta, and she had a dream that she was removing bricks or stones from a wall and she was going to escape. So she was escaping the matrix and she felt like it was for her. So, what did it really mean and was it real? So, it was an astral plane experience. A lot of dreams, most dreams are now. And basically, her soul was showing her inner child that she is escaping the matrix. And it will help others because that frequency gets out there. So when you're doing something to help yourself, you're also giving that gift to people around you and just out to the collective in general. The 100th monkey thing, look at that up, you guys. The 100th monkey theory. We're doing that. So we're shifting the collective of humanity by taking care of ourselves. And obviously, we're being kind to others and we're doing things for others when we have the capacity to do so. But the main person you take care of is you during this. And then everything extra, you can help other people. Okay. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow at the beginning of this because I was used to just caretaking other people. So it's been a learning experience for all of us. But as we go inside and we take care of ourselves, then it makes it easier and easier to take care of others in nice ways. Okay, so the next question is from Kathy. And I have to pause in between so I can read them and find them. So just be aware of that. So she's having an issue with her neighbor, and it's been going on for 2 years. I feel like I answered this maybe on Telegram because it popped up in another chat, But what you want to do is break all contracts between. So if you guys are having a problem with anybody and it is like ongoing, break all the contracts. Usually this means you have a parallel life where you're also in conflict and it's affecting this lifetime. So what you want to do is break all the contracts, forgive them, and take all of the energy away. And what I like to do is put a mirror in between. So if you can handle that, great. If you can't, ask for help from your like your angels and your soul, because it's a soul contract. That's what it is. So just you want to get all those contracts dissolved. And if you're in Healing with Honey, I do teach you how to do that in there. So, which is pretty easy. And we're going to go to the next one. If I can get my computer to behave. Okay, so this next one's really fun. I feel like the questions are we're seeing the shift in the questions right now, the shift into the higher timelines. And this is one of them. So this is from Mary. And she said, yesterday I was running errands around dinner time. I noticed that so many people were smiling, happy, and even laughing. It was as though I was in another timeline. I mentioned it as I left Costco as the woman looked at her receipt. She became so happy. As I walked out of the store, a man came in, had a big smile, and said, I noticed your smile. You look so happy. And I said, I am happy. I only spent $30. And he laughed and said, that is something to be happy about. I know it was a timeline jump into where we are headed. The veil is lifting, and it was so good to get a glimpse of it, basically, is what she says at the end. So, yes, absolutely, it was a timeline shift. Like you were in a higher timeline. You were also meeting a lot of ETs. So, a lot of those people were not regular people. There was a lot of ETs present, and the guy you met at the door was definitely an ET. The one at the cash register, I guess she was as well. So you were amongst a bunch of 5D beings, and I feel like they were like saying hello, basically. So that happens, you guys. Just enjoy it, and they will appear as human because that is what your body is asking for. And it's happened to me, and it was such a surreal experience because they were so awkward in my experience. Like they didn't really know what they were doing, but I feel like they're getting more and more aware of how to behave, so that they don't come off as so awkward. I feel like that was a big, um, almost like training for them that they had. So just enjoy it, you guys. Whatever is happening, we're moving into such different like resonance right now. So just enjoy those moments when you're in these like higher timelines and really feel if you can basically absorb that frequency into your body and get used to that frequency, because then it'll be easier to keep going up, up, and up, which we are anyway, but it makes it easier. There's a lot less purging that you have to do if you're doing that. Okay, so this is a great question, and it's about the med beds. And I'm just going to remind you, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not claiming to cure any diseases here. But the question is from Carrie, and will the med beds be able to heal degenerative disc disease or things like knees without surgery? Yes. So whatever you've got going on, everything is frequency. So A lot of things are going to be healed with frequency, and the med bed is an intense frequency device. So my answer is yes, it's positive. Okay, so this is a picture from Shangley, and it's really funny. So it's basically looks like a pig, and you can see its mouth here, its eye, and its snout, and its ear up here, and there's something exiting. So what is actually going on right here? This is an ET generated cloud. They are basically saying hello. And I think that they probably say hello this way to Shangley often. And it's almost like a game that they're playing with her. So, yeah, a lot of fun, you guys. And let's stop that share. Okay, so here's an important question. Brenda is asking, when will the NPCs go? That is totally up to you. So when will you stop seeing crowds of people when your body and your human consciousness is okay to stop seeing crowds of people? It really is up to us. I think collectively, we're going to start to see less and less and less people because a lot of people are holographic. Now, if somebody is an NPC and they have a human consciousness, they're going to stick around for a while because those are people that could receive a big soul, you know, an older soul to come in and assist and help them awaken. But if you have a holographic person, like, I don't know, I've not met very many of them like up close, the holograms, but I have met some, and they repeat themselves over and over again if you're actually speaking to them. They're glitchy, is what I would say. And they're getting more glitchy because we're realizing that we don't need them. So it's part of the unwinding of that program of needing to have crowds of people around us to feel like we're safe, because it was a safety program. So we're just not going to see it as much anymore, and the population will drop. But a lot of people weren't really there anyway. So you have to remember that we are consciousness, and just like an ET can appear as a human because that's what we wanted, or somebody's a hologram and we created them so we would be comfortable. A lot of beings are not really there. Like, a lot of it is a construct that we created. And you realize that more and more lately because they're repeating themselves, or you get off of a plane and you're the only one that has any baggage, that kind of stuff. Like, nobody else was really there. And were we really on a plane? Like, there's all those questions to ask. And that might be mind blowing. But now that I am clued into more and more of how it actually works, like, nothing is really real. It's all something that we created so we would be okay to stay in this consciousness. So as things start to morph and change, like timelines, and us realizing that not everybody is actually real, or maybe they're appearing to be someone else, it starts to shift our perspective. And we're getting more and more comfortable with knowing that we are energetic more than physical. So hopefully that helps. Okay, so this one's kind of important for people, and it'll probably be my last question for today. But Gary is asking, I have a question about my loss of smell. So he didn't have any kind of these and hasn't been sick, doesn't remember exactly when it happened, but cannot smell any natural scents and can only smell synthetic odors. So, what is going on? So, I'm not a doctor, but this is happening to a lot of people. And I think there was something that happened when, I would say in 2022, it seems like this really started. But there were some chemicals, I think, happening. And those chemicals, I feel like they messed up the zinc in the body. So zinc is what helps you smell correctly. It helps your hair. It helps a couple other things too. But I would really look into zinc-rich foods and also maybe a really natural, very natural zinc that you could take. But cleansing would probably be a good idea as well because it feels like there was some kind of a chemical that was released that triggered it. And I'm not a doctor, you guys. I don't claim to cure any diseases whatsoever, but this is something that my husband is actually going through, and he is starting to get better at smelling, but it's been a very slow and gradual process. Also, it could be something that had to do with the crystalline body switchover, but I would look into zinc. Okay. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope that you go through all these changes that are very imminent and we're in the process of, I mean, they're happening every day, but they feel like they're speeding up because humanity's ready to receive. Just go through these with as much grace and caretaking of yourself as you can. I put a show on Rumble recently, so that should help as well. But really take care of yourself, enjoy what's happening because it's something that we've been waiting for a very, very long time. And we're in the process of it now, and it's kind of beautiful to watch, even though some of it is really ugly. But those ugly parts are things that are helping awaken others, and they're things that need to come out so that we can kind of move forward and we can just let go of that. So, anyway, I hope you guys have an absolutely beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.